I'm going to demonstrate a new way to handle the scenario in which you've given the supplier a single purchase order number, but they've split that into multiple invoices. So it's quite a common scenario if the supplier can't get all the parts to you at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and open this purchase order. And what you'll see is we have 3 lines on this purchase order. And we're going to receive the air on the first invoice we've received from the supplier. It just has the air filter on it. So to bring this into stock on its own, there will be a column called quantity to receive. I want you to reduce this column down to 0 for all of the items that are not on the original invoice. We then type the invoice number in of the first invoice. Make sure the posting date and the document date are correct. And we go to process, post, receive an invoice. And what you'll see is that the column has moved from quantity to receive to quantity received, and quantity to invoice to quantity invoiced. But what it's also done is added back the other 2 item lines with the amount to receive. So then half an hour later, when the second invoice arrives with the brake discs on, we come back to the same purchase order. You'll notice that the purchase order is still outstanding. We come back to the same purchase order. We make sure that the details are correct, and we just modify the document number. So we just go to the next number. So we'll just go to 90. And again, I go to process, post, receive an invoice. So what I've just done is posted 2 invoices separately using separate invoice numbers, but with the same purchase order. So if we go ahead and take a look at the ledger entries for that vendor, you'll see what's happened. You can see these top 2 invoices here. Although the invoice number is actually different, the order number is exactly the same. So that is a new method to handling the scenario in which the supplier actually splits the documents. Any questions, please let me know.